Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Thanks for staying with us on Morning Barbados, and we never miss an opportunity to tell you about amazing things happening. And you know it's even more special when there's a young person with a clear focus, willing and ready to help the youth across our nation. And we have one such individual with us now in studio, Mr. Gregory Skeete, and he is an entrepreneur and an author. I'm sure you remember the book, A Day in the Life of Axel the Ant, from the Pilly the Pelican series. Well, now it's available in hardcover, and more big things are happening. Milk Making by engineer Greg. So you're going to be hearing more about this journey right now. And you know, Gregory, we want to take this opportunity to extend more congratulations and welcome you back to Morning Barbados.
Thank you very much, Cassandra. Good morning, and good morning, Barbados as well.
Nice. Now, let's go back a bit and talk about you in your profession as an engineer. What caused you to make the transition to becoming an entrepreneur and author?
So as you know, I used to work as a mechanical engineer full-time in a factory setting. But about 5 years ago, I had the idea that engineering shouldn't be limited to mechanical or electrical, but it can be applied to life. So I started what I call life engineering, helping people to reach their highest potential through leadership, entrepreneurship, and productivity. So that took me on a journey, and I thought about who better to start with than the children, and Pilly the Pelican became an extension of life engineering. So Pilly, our Bajan bird, inspires children through pride, industry, imagination, education to become their best and dream and see the future that they want for themselves.
Yes. How well has it done? Because I remember when you did this one in 2013, it was paperback. Now it's in a hardcover. How well has it done, and what else has happened in terms of the books?
Okay, so it's developed a bit over the past couple of years as the vision for it has improved as well. We listened to the feedback of parents and teachers who said it would be nice to have a hardcover, almost like Dr. Seuss, that it can last for a longer time. So we still have a very long way to go, but for all who have the books, the schools and parents and tourists as well, they love the quality, they love the story.
Excellent. Now, speaking of the stories, these books have life lessons. They give children an opportunity to work on comprehension and composition skills. Why was it important for you to include that? Not just a reading experience, but a real, full, a holistic approach to learning, a full lesson in your books.
Yeah, it's true. We believe in bringing the positivity to focus on preparation, so that we can do more prevention instead of correction, and have the preservation of future generations, a better nation, right? So we want everything to be comprehensive and complete. So literature, culture, they're all parts of it, but we know we need more than that to have a successful nation in the years to come.
Okay, and you're really trying to get it into primary schools across Barbados. So recently you would have done your first deed. Let me call it a deed, because it really is an awesome deed. Your first bit where you engaged corporate Barbados in getting these books into primary schools. So the first one would have been Blackman and Gollop. So tell me about Pilly Pelican Presents 50.
Well, that was an amazing experience, awesome launch. First, I have to say thank you for the first partners to join, McBride Caribbean Limited, as well as First Caribbean National Bank. And McBride is donating to 3 schools, starting with Blackman and Gollop. So it was January 20th, 2017, the day before Errol Barrow Day.
Yes.
And Pilly Pelican Presents 50 seeks to donate 50 books to each of the 100 schools across the island, with 50 corporate partners or individuals who may want to give back. So McBride was the first to jump. They came on board with 3 schools, and we had an awesome time on site at Blackman and Gollop for the launch.
Yes. Now, Milk Making by engineer Greg. I want to say that whoever you're working with in terms of the print quality and the illustrations, pretty awesome. So talk to us about this one, Milk Making by engineer Greg.
All right, so engineer Greg is my author and character name when working with children. It's a bit more fun than Gregory Skeete. So when on stage, I transform.
Hard hat
included. And we teach skills, teach children that problem solving is in everything that they do. So engineering doesn't have to be just mechanical factory, but literacy, for example, is one of the tools that you need
Yeah.
to achieve your success.
Right.
So this one is based on my experience in mechanical engineering and dairy processing. So it teaches children the science, engineering, everything they need from farm to factory, glass to grass.
From grass to
Grass to
glass.
glass, yep.
Very nice. I
The
like
magic
it.
of milk on the move.
On the move.
Ooh.
Emphasis on the move.
That's right, you
I
got
can
it.
see the fun and the level of engagement that you would have with children in the books.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, having said that, let's talk about the response that the children at the Blackman and Gollop School would have had. I imagine you did a reading as well.
Well, the response from the children was excellent. We didn't have enough time to do a full reading.
Right.
So the message for that day was, readers are leaders, never stop learning, and follow your dream.
Right.
So I basically told them about my experience from engineering to professional coaching to children's book author, and to show them that they can be that as well, that they can be the ones writing and creating our stories with our culture, instead of just consuming the other books from abroad.
Right. Start at home. Start at home. And I'm
Correct.
just showing you, I mean, we have to say something about the team and the print quality. It's pretty good.
Yes, definitely. I've been imagining it for the past 3 years. This is the level that we always wanted to get to, so that if you see a Barbadian book on any shelf around the world, the quality is superb. And my
Yes.
engineering side takes in with the technical part of it, you know. So I'm
Meticulous.
very happy. Yeah, very happy with the finish now.
What kind of support does it take for a young man to achieve this and to take that chance and walk away from his perfectly secure job as a mechanical engineer with a leading local company to do this?
Well, the support, first and foremost, you have to lean on God heavily. It takes a lot of faith.
Absolutely.
Making decisions. You know, I thought that I was waiting for my finances to work out, but it was really the faith. Even when the finances aren't there, if you see a vision that God blesses you with, you have to follow it, you know. And then after that, family and friends cannot without them. People throw the word entrepreneurship around as if it's something that any young person should just do that is easy. It's not. Because before, when you had a salary, you get paid X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
But now you have to earn X plus Y,
Yeah.
which may be 3 or 4 times more, just to be able to pay yourself, pay your team, pay your expenses.
Yeah.
So it takes a whole lot more out of you. And it still freaks me out sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah.
There are times when there are ups and downs, but with the faith, with that support, anything is possible. And if I want to be coaching people about how to do it, how to transition from full-time employee to self-employed, then I have to be living it myself
Yeah,
to feel and experience it, you know?
As you spoke, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think it's a real story here that you can share with other young people, or maybe not so young people, who want to take that chance and go with what they believe in.
For sure. Because everybody has a dream, all of us. But some of us don't get the chance to dig into it and follow it for many other reasons.
Yeah.
And we only find our truest happiness when we can work towards that path. You don't have to have it in hand. You don't have to be a millionaire. But when you're working towards that dream, that vision that you see, it brings a different type of happiness, you know, and
Yeah.
fulfillment.
And I get the impression that purpose is very important to you.
Purpose. Everything starts with the why. When you have a strong why, you have the will.
Yeah.
And the ways to do it appear afterwards.
Where do you see your role or your impact as an author and an entrepreneur 5 years down the road? What do you want to see happen for Engineer Greg and the Pilly the Pelican book series?
Okay. I want to give my life to the concept of life engineering. So teaching that through organizations, companies, adults, but also through Pilly. So 5 years from now, I'm going to be continuing along this same trajectory, hopefully with more books, more resources to be able to produce more. I was asked to produce books on our heroes, for example,
Yes.
Errol Barrow and the likes.
How do you feel about that?
I would love to, for sure, but it takes a lot of resources to be able to produce one of these. So to make a book, it may take me an entire year.
Yes.
It takes, you know, hours and hours per day, but you're not getting paid until the book is finished. So you need to have the capital and the resources to be able to commit the time to get this quality. that you can have everything in order, both in the administration and the production, that people can enjoy it.
Absolutely. Now, your dad is a scientist. I'm just leaving it broadly as that. Your dad is a scientist. I mean, he, to the best of my knowledge, could start any project, see it through to the end, and come up with something amazing. And your mother has a background in finances. Do you think that has also been a driving force and another special means of support?
Oh, for sure. They've both helped me immensely
Yeah.
with this project in different ways. I definitely have Dad's scientific mind for projects and the technical stuff especially. And I have Mom's, appreciation for numbers as well.
Yes.
And
So you're frugal.
yeah, try. But more importantly, her heart. She's one of the kindest,
Yes.
sweetest people, as you know as well.
Yes.
And we want to carry that positivity into the schools that children can see and feel and know that they're supported by Barbados, by corporate, and we are redesigning the community spirit in a sense.
Excellent.
Because one of the key things that I learned on the recent President Obama YLAI program was the fact that it's going to take all of us working together to improve the future. So it's not just small business, but you have small business, larger business, government, nonprofit organizations, and members of the press, because CBC was there that
Yes.
morning, along with the major newspapers as well. And children were so thrilled to say, hey, my school was on TV.
Yes.
I saw myself in the newspaper. And there's so many positive things happening across Barbados, not just me, but I think we need to continue to highlight it more and more and more.
Yeah.
It's easy to put the negative on the front page, but positive things
There's
are
a
happening
lot of
every
good.
day as well.
There's a lot of good going on. You're absolutely right. Having said that, I imagine you met a good number of young entrepreneurs on your journey. And I also want to ask you in the final couple minutes we have about these books and the style of books and the content of your books. Do you see this working almost on par, whether intentionally or not? And it may not have been intentional, but to encourage children to look at science as an option for their professions.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, STEM is my
Yes.
my strong point, my focal point. And recently, in the US, we also saw that STEAM is really the focus now. So not just science, technology, engineering, and maths, but also art,
Nice.
because it takes creativity. Even if you have a good project.
I'm glad
a
they're
good
balancing it out.
Yeah, there needs to be that. So that you're both the scientists and the artists. And when you combine those, you can do just about anything, including entrepreneurship.
Yeah, quickly tell us, how did you get to be a part of that experience in the US? And what kind of impact did it have on your mind and your approach to your business?
Okay, well, basically the call for applications went out around, I think like January, March last year, and you had to apply online. Firstly, a very long application. If you were selected, it was cut from about 4,500 down to 750, and then you had to do a video interview, and they picked 250 out of the 750. And 4 Barbadians, including myself, were selected to go and represent. I got to spend time in a US organization called 826 Chicago, which actually publishes books written by children.
Nice.
So it was excellent to see an actual publishing house, nonprofit organization, working to produce works written by children.
Yeah.
So I have a copy of kids' letters to President Obama and one to Michelle Obama as well. And it's very interesting to see what children think and say at that
And
stage.
you know they're honest.
They're honest. They say exactly what they think. So if they like you, you're good. If they don't, they also make it known.
Excellent. So again, we wish you continued success. And so I'll give you the opportunity in the final seconds as we close to say what you want. You want to get these books in more schools, so.
Correct. So Pilly Pelican Presents 50. Our goal is to get 50 books into each school, each and every one, private and public, across Barbados. And we're looking for 50 partners, corporate organizations, nonprofit, individuals who want to give back. We want to thank the first ones who joined again, McBride Caribbean Limited, as well as First Caribbean International Bank, and some individuals who prefer not to be named.
Excellent.
So you can email admin@pillypelican.com if you're interested in joining this project, helping children to dream 50 years into the future.
I like the sound of that, and I wish you continued success. A young man doing amazing things right here in Barbados. These are the bucks, and they are Bajan, but they are world class. So congratulations again to you, Gregory Skeete, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well, Cassandra.
All right, we never miss a moment to share some good news with you right here on Morning Barbados. We'll take a quick break, and we'll continue in a moment.
Morning Barbados, good morning.